Hello and welcome to the Peace Within YouTube channel. My name is Christine, and in today's video I felt like having a more of a sit-down vlog style kind of video. And today I felt really cool to share with you how I do my spiritual work and what my spiritual routine looks like as someone who is on the twin flame journey very actively. And yeah, also, my ascension journey very much so, very actively. So yeah, for this, of course, you might, if you feel like doing your spiritual work along with me, feel free to. And for this video, I'll be sharing with you pretty much how I do the mirror exercise and sharing some tips about it. And of course, yeah, if something comes up for you too as a result of watching this video, maybe some upset, then feel free to heal along with me. I'm sure it will be a very good experience. So yeah, what you'll need for this is pen or pencil, paper or notebook, whatever you prefer. And yeah, personally, sometimes I like to use cards, and I have two decks over here. I've got the Romance Angels and the Work Your Light Oracle, love both of them. And yeah, I'll also show you how I use my cards in order to go deeper into the lessons and the healing of the journey. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. I do have long intros every time. So first I'll start with the Work Your Light Oracle deck. And yeah, I'll begin by pulling a card. So for me, I don't have a specific time of the day I do this, but I do like to set like 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever feels good, depending on the day. Some days there are more upsets than others. Some days it's way easier. So it depends on the day. So I'll just shuffle the cards real well and just pick one from the top. And it's, ooh, the leap card. You go first, the universe will catch you. Okay, I really love this one. Can I see if I can focus? Yeah, perfect. So, why I'm laughing when this card came up was because in our Sunday discussion group for Life Purpose class that I am co-hosting, I pulled the same card because we do card pulls at the end, and it's amazing. It's pretty much the week ahead, and the energy will be moving through, and it's a very nice energy forecast. So yeah, pulled the very same card a few days ago, so very fun to see how it just came up. So what I'll do next is I'll fill into what this brings up for me. So in this case, leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. So, have a couple of things come up as a result of this. What I also do is look at the artwork as well as the text. So like the artwork, the text, and sometimes things will come from me through the image, sometimes through the words. So in this case, let me just write down the date on the notebook. Okay. So yeah, two things came up. Like the first was the fear of flying, because I have a flight in a couple of days. And the other thing was about trusting. And yeah, okay, let's go into the first one. So if you're not familiar with the mirror exercise, it's okay, I will guide you through it. So step number one, it's got 4 steps. So step number one is, in one concise sentence, you write what you're upset with. So in this case, let's see, let's feel into it. Sometimes it helps to close your eyes and just take a deep breath. Feel into your heart. Okay, so I identified the upset. It is that I'm upset because I feel like God won't support me if I take a leap of faith. So it's very important to write this down, the exercise, as you're mastering it, and this might take a few years, and it's okay, right? But it's very important for you to write it down so that you make sure you're not missing anything and that you're fully loving those parts of yourself. And it's extremely effective this way, right? Of course, if you're somewhere where you cannot write it, like in the shower, and it comes up and you have this big upset come up, then of course, yeah, you can do it in your head in this moment and really, it's not compassionate to stay in the upset and just let it stew. Because, that can be used as, spiritual bypassing in a way, like, whatever. I don't have a paper and a pen, so I can't do the mirror exercise right now, but you know, there's no excuse not to love yourself, okay? Especially for those of you that are really serious about getting into your harmonious union and really serious about building a relationship with God, building your heaven on earth. There's no excuse, you know, God never hesitates to love you, so, you know, go ahead and do the same. But yeah, another time, write it down. That's what I recommend. So, and I've been in Ascension Codes for over a year, and I still write it down, and yeah, there's no shame in that. And I've been doing it before even. I even trained to become an Ascension Coach. So yeah, so step number 1. My sentence here is I'm upset because I feel like God won't support me if I take a leap of faith. And you know, this is a voice of ego, right? Because God is so loving and so supportive, and yeah, every time He will always be there to catch you. You won't fall, ever. So we're not an upset, right? So step number 2 of the mirror exercise is to switch the nouns and pronouns to point at yourself, because anything in your experience that you've manifested is because there's something within your consciousness that, you know, is doing that to you. So yeah, step number 2, I am switching the pronouns. So I'm upset because I feel like I won't support me if I take a leap of faith. And I'm going to do one more example after this, actually. So, you know, first way, you know, now what comes up is to, you know, yeah, we'll get to it in a moment. So, step number 3 is, you know, to examine the sentence from step number 2 and see is there any truth to it. And yeah, I'm feeling like there's a lot of truth here. I haven't been very supportive to myself. There's this part of me that's just really dismissing me and really asking myself to play it safe. So yeah, like the answer will always be yes to step number 3 because you're upset at it, you know, you manifested it, right? So it's in your consciousness. If it is really a no answer, then that means that the sentence from step number 1 needs to be tweaked a little bit, and the upset was with something else related to that, but not exactly, you know, what you wrote, so revisit. But yeah, if you're really upset at the specific thing, then it's a yes. Always. So yeah, yeah, there's a part of me that really dismisses me, that treats me like I'm a kid, and I'm like, nah, whatever, you know, play it safe. So step number 4 is to give that part of yourself from step number 2 and step number 3, you know, now that we've identified it, all the love that you need. So for this, you know, it's good to close your eyes sometimes, and I'll just tune into my heart, and I'll just ask that part of myself, what is it that she needs to feel loved? And she's asking for support, so I choose and claim all of my support. And yes, you can make choices if it feels good to you whenever an upset comes up. And notice how the new choice feels. It feels very good. It feels like a relief to choose to support myself. And also choose to be present with myself, so I'll give myself a couple of moments to be present with this part of me. And also feel like I desire trust here. So I'll make the choice to trust myself, because I know my heart and I can trust that I can follow God's guidance, and God's guidance never fails. So it feels very good to give myself this trust, and ooh, it feels amazing. Yeah. So yeah, made some new choices here. So this is the first way to do step number 4, because sometimes you just need to fill it out and visualize it. So yeah, let's check in with my heart again. So how do I feel about supporting myself? Still feel like there's something here. It's a bit numb, so if you feel numb whenever you do this, then you can make the choice to, you know, I choose to feel my feelings, and just breathe in, breathe out. It's perfectly safe to feel your feelings. They're already there. And oops, yeah, good, no light. Yeah, it's just to honor my space to heal. If you notice some distractions, give your space to heal and honor it. Yeah, this part of me feels like she needs a hug, so if that's what this part of yourself is asking for, just go ahead and visualize yourself giving yourself the biggest, warmest hug. It feels so good to receive this love, and if you're doing visualization, it's also nice to just, when you feel complete, as I feel now, very complete with this, invite this part of yourself to give you a hug, and you just keep hugging and visualize this part of yourself melting into your heart. Coming back home to yourself, where he or she belongs. And just you can take a moment to ground the piece of that you feel. Feels really good. Yeah. So now that this is cleared, we can move on to another thing. So, putting away those cards, I'm going to pull from the other deck. And you can pull as many cards as you feel called to, but yeah, in the beginning, less is better. Less is more, as they say. So, don't overwhelm yourself. Don't try to do everything in one day and burn yourself out. Because allowing yourself the time and space to integrate your healing is equally as important as doing the healing itself. Yeah, this feels really good. I just love doing this. So, next card is from the Romance Angels. Put away the box. Yeah, here it is. It's a really cute, lovely one. Very romance oriented. But you can use any deck you want. You can do this for abundance blocks, you can do this for whatever you want, pretty much. So let's shuffle the cards and not look at them, and let's pull. Ooh. You deserve love. You are lovable. So let's see if I can focus better. To the card? No? Okay, whatever. Oh, and the bottom of the deck card was "It's safe for you to love." And open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Ooh, okay. And the card that popped up after this was Trust. But we just healed, so nice. Trust and support. Okay, so let's see. I don't always do bottom of the deck, but yeah, if you feel called to, you can just take a couple more cards. It's okay. Go with the flow, and your inner work doesn't have to always look the same way. It can be pretty different every time, so it's okay. Variety is fun. As long as you keep the core of it, the mirror exercise there, it's good. So you deserve love, and it is safe for you to love. Let's see what comes up. So I feel like I need to close my eyes for this one and just really feel into it. And I choose to feel my feelings here. Ooh, here it is. And it's okay if it doesn't come up as quickly. This is something that happens with you as you master it. For myself, I've been doing this exercise for years, so it's quicker for me than it will be for someone trying it today for the first time, and it's okay. In the beginning, I could not. I had no idea what I was feeling, so it's okay. And it's much easier for me to move through things now because I've been really dedicated in my practice of it, as a result of my dedication, than it will be for someone who does it today for the first time. But it's okay. I still invite you to add this to your spiritual routine, and yeah, you'll really see the miracles unfold in your life. So okay, so what came up for me for those cards as I was filling into my heart was what came up today in my group coaching class with my wonderful coach, the Harmonious Union, Adam and Brianne. So yeah, what came up was this fear of my Harmonious Union that I had been holding on to, but I had no idea until today. It just came up as a layer. Just there's this fear, and this unworthiness, right? Like I need to do more in order to deserve it, and need to be a certain way. And this is a block many are facing in consciousness, actually. And yeah, I'm really happy to be doing my healing work and helping all of you out with this, because it's a big lie of the ego that you need to be a certain way to deserve love, because God created you worthy of love, right? You were already made worthy of love, and it's just this punishing energy of like, oh, I need to be a certain way to deserve love. I don't deserve love already, and I need to do something. And this is also like a soulmate relationship kind of pattern, I feel, at least for myself. That, I needed to, do something in order to earn love from the other person. Because, yeah, that person was not designed to love me as my twin flame is, of course. So, not blaming anyone here, but you can feel the misalignment in those relationships, when someone's not designed to love you, because you're just trying to get love outside of yourself, and it feels so, feels bad to just have to do things constantly, and, it's a huge burden on your energy. This feels so heavy now, so, let's go into step number 1. And yeah, okay, I'm kind of jumping into step number 2 most of the time now, but you can do the same. Like, if someone in your external reality told you you're unworthy, right? I am upset because, my sister, my mom, whoever, my friend told me I'm unworthy of love, right? That's your step number 1, no need to skip it. But for myself, it just came up as, this. So yeah, step number 1. Whew, I'm upset because I feel like I need to be a certain way. No, wait. I feel like I'm unworthy of love, I would say. So yeah, it's kind of step 1 and 2 in 1 in this case. So yeah, step number 3, yeah, there's definitely some truth to it, as I was saying. So, whew, yeah, it feels very heavy. So step number 4, we're gonna do this the pen and paper way this time. And of course, you always give that part of yourself this thing, but it also helps to sometimes write down your choices to really ground it. So, first choice. I choose to release this belief. I choose to release the belief that I'm unworthy of love. And just, if you struggle to release something, it's like breathe in and breathe out the belief. Just feel it leave your body. Feels so much better. But there's still something here, so keep going until you feel complete. So yeah, so this part of me needs to see that she's really worthy of it and that she was created worthy. So yeah, I choose to see myself through God's eyes. I choose and claim my worth. And, as you write down your new choices, pay attention to how you feel in your heart. Is there a part of you that doesn't believe this choice? And if it comes up, allow it to come up. Talk to this part of yourself. What do you need here, right? It's like a mirror exercise inception, like mirror exercise within a mirror exercise, but that's okay, because no matter how many affirmations you say, if you don't believe it at the core, it's not going to happen. So it's good that this is coming out. So, and also remember, you're not your upset. So, whatever thoughts come up, whatever this part of yourself says, even if it's shocking to you, like, it's okay. You're not the upset. That's the ego, and it's okay to let that go. So, yeah, let's see how I feel about claiming my worth. Still feels, yeah, there's a nicky part here, so I choose to feel my feelings, and I choose to see what that is. Yeah, so what's coming up for me is that in my previous relationships, it felt like I was doing all the work to get just a little bit of love, and it's just struggling so much for just this tiny bit of love, and that will never be satisfied. But, divine truth, that's not true. Because those people were not my twin flame, so it's safe to, release those relationships and just surrender them to the divine. And acknowledge that they were put there for my healing and to teach me those lessons to move forward, to be where I am today. So it feels good to acknowledge that. And just to fully release this pattern, because I see it no longer serves me. And in its place, I choose to really love myself. And just really feel this love fill me up. Fill this cup. And I would also like to invite God here to be with me as I heal this. Because I feel it's a big one. Oops. And it's okay to allow yourself the space to heal this and the space to really feel this worthiness. So yeah, everything feels so much lighter now, but I still feel like there's some left over here. So let's go back into the paper. And yeah, I choose and claim all of my love. Feels good. I choose and claim all of myself. I choose and claim my harmonious twin flame union now. Oh, feels good. Okay, so just need a sip of coffee here. It's just grounded. You can have some water, some tea, really helps. Feels good. So let's go back to step number 1 and just ask that part of me again. Am I still upset? Do I still feel unworthy? Yeah, there's still a little part of me over here that feels like it's not safe to love, like with this card. Whoa. Okay, yeah. Heart feels a bit closed, so yeah, let's go back to that and yeah, let's see what this is. So yeah, root chakra, very much a security upset, so I'll just to give myself this feeling of security. You know, God is here and He's always present with me. Just to see that. And God was always there in, you know, previous times when I felt unsafe in love. And it's just to really see that God was always there and I was always safe. Just allow this feeling of security to fill me up. And know that it's there forever. I can tap into it whenever I desire to feel secure. And it's also safe to love myself and accept myself fully and get to know myself deeper, because you know, it's a lie that, you know, the deeper you go, you might find out something that you don't like about yourself because you're created perfect. And I choose to see the truth of that now and feel it in every cell of my body. Feels complete. So, this is pretty much it. About how I like to do my inner work. And yeah, do you feel like pulling a card to really, you know, ground that in? Let's see. I feel like pulling a card from the other deck, from the Work Your Life deck instead. So yeah, like sometimes at the end I will pull a card in order to like really ground the healing, ask, you know, God, you know, any messages He has for me. And yeah, just it's because when you're peaceful, you have, you know, you're able to communicate much better with the divine, much clearer, because you don't have your upsets getting in the way and the ego yapping in your ear, or more like, well, more like yelling, because the ego yells to be heard because it has nothing of value to say. But God's voice is so peaceful, and it's only in peace that you can hear it. So, so the card is Imrama, and it's a Celtic word for journey. And the text says, "Where are you being called to journey to?" I really love this card. It's one of my favorites in this deck. I actually love all of the cards. They're so gentle and so beautiful and just so feminine. You know, feminine energy here. So really love that. Really makes me feel secure and grounded. So yeah, like God is like, yeah, you just went on a pretty deep inner journey, and I feel like I healed something very deep here. There was this fear of my harmonious union, of it not being secure to love, and yeah, that was a big thing I healed. And now I don't feel that anymore. I feel really good at it. You know, good about it. Just so good. So yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for joining me in doing my inner work. I really hope you found lots of value in this and that it helped you heal some things as well. It's okay if upsets came up for yourself too, something similar. Yeah, and if you would like to share your own healing in the comments in relation to this video, or whatever came up for you and how you healed it, and your new choices, to just really ground them, because, you know, your healing isn't complete until you share it. So yeah, just definitely do so. Would love to hear from you. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.